Now, I think that's kind of interesting, personally. The quote unquote most powerful man in college sports, as they want us to believe, he doesn't look very powerful, Bino, does he? I mean, when you think about that.
No, it looks like he got really worked in this.
Yeah. And I don't think they're real happy with him. I don't think. I don't think they're real thrilled with Sankey. Not to mention the fact that a professional player suited up the other night in basketball, and there's nothing they can do about it. He's having a little bit of a chaotic run here, I think, and I don't think as a well. What are your thoughts, Bino? What are your thoughts on that whole deal with what they've done? We're now playing 9 and we're staying at 12. Are you for or against 9 league games when we're staying at 12 as a league, or doesn't it matter to you?
Tony, I was begging for 9 league games when there were only 4 teams in the playoffs. I don't. I want 9 conference football games. I don't want to watch 4 bye games a season, and that's what basically the entire SEC did.
Yep.
When they went to 12 games and promised us another quality football game. Most teams in the SEC just use their 4 non-conference spots for walkovers. We generally tried to play. I think Tennessee, for the most part, tried to play one good non-conference game a year. I think they were one of the schools that genuinely tried to do that, but most didn't. And as a fan, I just, there's only so many of those games, and I don't want a third of them to be lousy.
To the phones we go, 865-200-5402. Hello and welcome in on the geophysical year of the caller. You're on the Tony Basilio show on our Monday, Race Fans. Hi, welcome in.
Tony B, what's going on? It's Rod in Clarksville.
Hey, Rod. How's everything in Clarksville? How's you guys' weather?
It's the frozen tundra up here, buddy. Frozen tundra.
You have power?
Yeah, we got power, but, you got ice all over the trees. It's beautiful. It just looks like a frozen paradise. It's beautiful.
You know what's crazy? Laura was showing me photos last night because her familia is from down that way, and she was showing me photos. The photos look like they're all in black and white because the ice basically covers everything. It's haunting looking. It's haunting and beautiful all at once, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's beautiful.
It is. And I was just talking to the great George Plaster during the break, and he was telling me that he's been with a buddy of his, for like a day and a half who has a generator. He has no power and no hope to get it back anytime soon. So crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, Tony, that don't realize in our state, and I know Bino understands this, that there's some rural areas up here, towards Kentucky Lake that has, tens of thousands of people and nobody can get to them. And these people are just as happy, that no one can get out there. People are just settled, they just take what God gives them and they're happy about it. I just love it. I love this state.
Well, Laura and I were talking about this too, like over the weekend. She said, can you imagine if we lived like 150 years ago? And I said, honey, if I didn't have cable television and YouTube and all the rest of it, I said, there's no way. I said, I wouldn't live 2 days. I mean, me 150 years ago, what would I do? Stay on the street corner and aggravate everybody? What would I do with my big mouth, Rod? What would be my gift to society back then?
As long as you'd have had Tony Vitello back then, we'd have been fine.
Thank you. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
Hey, Bino, I got a question for you. Is this, once again, Rick Barnes? He's always showing us one great and meaningful game or meaningful win that he has during the season. Has he not done this every year?
There's no question. Rod. He's a he. The bigger the game in the regular season, the better his team seems to play.
It's amazing. It's amazing because, like Bryce says,
you just look. We've beaten Houston. We've beaten A&M. That's no one else has beaten them, and we go down there and beat Alabama, which is I know they haven't been great at home, but they're still one of the better teams in the conference. So his team has always seemed to rise to the occasion in those big regular season games.
And he thoroughly outcoaches those teams that love to run, like this buckyball guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Barnes is going to be in the league or how long he's going to stick around, but as long as he is, he'll own that guy. He owns Nate Oates. Owns him.
Yeah.
And Oates said post-game, they ran us off the line. Of course they did. They run you. They don't let you shoot your three balls, Nate. That's their whole strategy. They own those teams. Own them, man.
What's that guy's name that Dallas Mavericks guy, that put all that money down on Indiana to win?
Oh, Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Imagine if Mark Cuban would have put $400 million on the Vols to win in Bama, what he would have got out of that.
Exactly.
Craziness.
Crazy.
Go Vols.
Love you, brother. Thank you. 865-200-5402. I love Rod, Clarksville. And he's right. Our state is so neat because it's a melting pot. It's such a unique place. The geographical contour of it. The fact that if you go to different parts of it, people speak differently. The fact that it feels like 4 different states, really, depending on the part of the state you're in. It's kind of remarkable, really, when you stop and think about our state. And there are some real rural areas here, man. I've gotten routed off the interstate a few times, being a bad car wrecks going down to Nashville, and you get a few miles off the interstate and follow your ways. I mean, there are some real small deliverance-y type areas, dare I say.
Oh, yeah, no question, Tony. And you're right. It's at least 3 different states. And, there just aren't many major metropolitan areas in what's an extremely long state. So, yeah, a lot of rural areas, a lot of out-of-the-way areas.
Brian, is A&M good, or are they a schedule? Are they a product of their schedule? Then we go back to the phones.
They're better than anybody thought they'd be. That's for sure. They blew out South Carolina over the weekend, so I think you got to stand up and take notice.
And the SEC looks like it's a pile of pretty good teams. It's kind of like our football league this year. Pile of pretty good. Nothing great. So we've got the scheduling thing to kind of throw around as well. SEC teams behind the scenes feel like this commissioner hoodwinked them into a 9-game deal, or misled them at least, or overpromised and underdelivered. He basically said, you go to 9, we're going to go to 16. So they said, okay, we'll go to 9. Now we're at 12. And I told you what we were hearing from the people at the Vegas thing. The other leagues, they just assumed it was going to happen. You know why? Because Sankey said it was going to happen. Now, you're not going to hear Paul Feinbaum say that, because he's the figurehead of the league. He's like the arm of the league. But it's pretty embarrassing if you stop and think about it. Petiti said, let's see, I don't care what the Big 12 wants, and Jim Phillips, you over there at the ACC, you don't even matter. Like, your signature team just had a head coach call a press conference and whine and bitch and moan for 20 minutes because a team in the SEC stole one of your players. And by the way, nobody cares. Hey, Beanstar, what's going to happen to Ole Miss for them going and raiding, even though they kept receipts at Clemson? Are they going to get in trouble or have to give that player back, or what's going to happen here, Bino?
I don't know, Tony. I doubt anything's going to happen. But if anything was going to happen, it would happen to a guy like Pete Golding at Ole Miss.
Boy, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. First of all, they're Ole Miss. Secondly, he's Pete Golding. Thirdly, he's got the job because he's like, I don't know, Johnny Bravo. Look it up, kids. Johnny Bravo. Look it up, kids. He fits the suit. That's why he got the job. They left Lane Kiffin still. Well, he's shorter than Lane Kiffin. He's just there. I got to give Ole Miss credit, though, man. I wish we did things like that. Because it's legal now to hustle. It's legal to bottom feed. It's legal to scrape. It's legal to go into your friend's house and steal their stuff. That's what all these coaches are doing now. Come over and case the joint, and leave with a pocket full of money. Let's go to the phones.
Tony, I'll tell you something that hadn't aged well.
Yep.
And I can't quote it specifically, but a couple of years ago when Sankey was trying to get a number of SEC teams into the playoffs, and he said one thing is not like the other, basically saying the SEC teams were better than these other teams. That hadn't aged very well.
Meaning?
Ever since then, people have been kicking our ass.
Boy, that is true. I will say this about Dabo Swinney, because they've cheated like crazy over there in the old days. He's not going to win now, and he knows it. That's why they act like this. He knows, you can't see me, my time is past. You can't see me, my time, little John Cena for you. Except my time is now. But you don't see Clemson anymore, because their time's not now. Unlike Danny White, who just appeared like a baby. Like a petulant, whiny Yankee. Dabo Swinney actually kind of came with the timeline, sort of named names, sort of said what he said. I appreciate that. The guy named names. The guy named names, Rod in Clarksville. The guy named names. Their GM, we warned him, we're going to sue you. We're going to sue you. You go back and watch that video. I linked it today over on the blog if you haven't seen it. Go look at it. We called them. We know what you're up to. We know what you're doing. The guy's on our campus. You better cease and desist. Here's my question for you. What's the NCAA going to do about it? It's been like 3 days now. What are they going to do about it? I mean, really, what are they going to do about it? There are no rules. Newsflash, Dabo White, Danny White, Alan Ward, you stinker, you. There are no rules. So what are they going to do about it? So why aren't we doing it? Why isn't everybody doing it? And how long till a player makes their own spring portal? Bino, true or false, a player makes their own spring portal this year? Yes or no?
I would guess yes.
Yeah. It'd be a miracle. A miracle. I'll tell you this. This commissioner, like who Bino's right. Is very, very kind of a haughty guy. Very proud, very smart. He don't look so smart right now. Torrance Throat's point today in the blog. He told the citizenry of this area and the fans that follow this globally thought 9 and 16 were going together. We're getting the 5+1 model. And the Petiti guy at the Big Ten said, well, no. No, I'm sorry. No. And you would look at it and you say, well, 3/4 of the deal want this, but this one guy wants this. Who's the most powerful one in the whole thing? Bino, who's more powerful? The SEC commissioner or the Big Ten commissioner? Who's more powerful, Bino?
This is Big Ten commission.
It's incredible. Like Pruitt's NetGator said here, the Big Ten took Sankey and shoved him in a locker and shut the door on him. I mean, a total facial. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. Until I'm, kind of getting my shower today. And I'm going, wait a second here. I missed what Throaty was saying. Sankey promised, and we're going to bring a couple of SEC people on this week to talk about this, because they're not happy with him. They're not happy with him behind the scenes, nor should they be. Take a brief time out and come back with more. The question is, in the short term, will it cost the SEC playoff entrance? Will it cost the league? Ultimately, playing that 9th game next couple of years, will it cost us? I mean, we're not going to know till we get there.
Hi, my name is Gil.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
Hey, I'm Chase. I'm Jake, and I'm a real
student. I chose the ACT because it's flexible.
The science and
will it cost us?
writing portions are optional.
More on the other side of this.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
When it's time for your next move, you want to get your precious belongings from point A to point B with your peace of mind intact. That's why you need to call my friends at Gufon Moving and Storage, East Tennessee's moving legend. Gufon Moving and Storage has been helping East Tennesseans move since 1887. That's 138 years, 5 generations. That's even longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. Gufon Moving and Storage, pro movers, serving Knoxville, surrounding areas, and interstate moves too, both residential and commercial. And we'll provide you with personalized service that other corporate movers simply cannot. We know how to move all types of items. We pay careful attention to our clients' valuables. Your satisfaction as a customer is our absolute priority. As the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States, when it's time for your next move, it's Gufon Moving and Storage. And storage, it's secure and vaulted. Our newest offering of commercial storage logistics, we offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. See more at Gufon.com. That's Gufon.com. Or check out the link at tclub.team. When it's time for your next move, East Tennessee's moving legend, Gufon Moving and Storage.
Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up. A tire designed for doers. A tire that's going to last. Like the exceptionally long-lasting